Hey everyone, this is a special bonus episode of the Three Shelves podcast. Enjoy. Do you own a pair of Air Jordans? I feel like that's a stupid question.
I
You definitely do.
no, I don't
No?
right no, I used
But did
to.
you? Did you? That's I
Yeah,
guess
yeah,
my other
yeah. I used
question.
to I used to own a pair of Jordans. Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Which ones?
Gosh, I don't remember. I used to be a bit of a sneakerhead, but nowadays I've kind of I but I remember middle school. I feel like everyone was always about
The
Nikes.
foam deposits were
Yes,
going
yes.
crazy for that. Matt, general thoughts and what were your expectations going into this?
Yeah, so I knew beforehand
You're a
like
business major, right?
yeah, marketing. Yeah.
Mark, so this is like
Y-
perfect.
Yeah.
It's right
So
down your alley.
because I knew at the time, yeah, Converse was the big thing back in the 80s. So, and yeah, Nike, they hadn't really had their footing yet. So, yeah, I was really interested to see, yeah, the story of how they actually managed to do it. And seeing it, yeah, in this film, it was so crazy how, like, you saw how motivated,
Matt Damon?
yeah, his character, I forgot his character's name, but
Mm-hmm.
like, it was crazy, like, how, like, with this budget, like, no, we're not getting three or four players. We're
Sonny.
getting
His name is
Sonny,
Sonny. Yeah.
Sonny, right, right. Like, Sonny was just like, no, I, like, want this kid. So yeah, seeing it all unfold and kind of how much determination he had.
The whole idea of just basing the shoe around one person, and it's kind of overdone now. Everyone has their own shoe, everyone has their own
Yeah.
clothing line, their own you know
Mhm.
um I thought the movie was really good. I thought it has
Mhm.
great performances throughout. I like Ben Affleck. Matt Damon's a great lead.
Yeah.
Jason Bateman,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
it's really funny in that too. Chris Tucker, I want to see him in more movies. Like, he's barely in anything,
Right.
and like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Did you like the cast?
Yeah. No, I was really glad they landed as many like A-list actors as they did. Like Viola Davis too
Mm-hmm.
as MJ's mom. I thought
Yeah.
she was really like I don't obviously know his mom like that well, but like from like the Last Dance documentary, like
Yeah.
she was really accurate
I
to
haven't
like
seen that. I should see that.
yeah, no, definitely watch it. Yeah, but I thought, yeah, she was definitely an underrated performance for sure. Yeah.
Fun fact, Ben Affleck consulted with Michael Jordan regularly on this, and
Oh,
he asked him at the first meeting. He asked him, "Can I make this movie?" And he's like, "Yes, under one condition: if Viola Davis plays my mom." So
really?
that yeah, so Jordan cast his own mom in this movie, so which is cool.
That is.
This movie is aggressively 80s. Like,
Mm,
this movie opens with just like a montage of like 1984 shit. Like, you see Ghostbusters, you see Eddie Murphy's Raw, you see like Rubik's
yeah,
Cube.
Ghostbusters. Yeah.
Yeah, just like it's cool. It's a vibe. It's really a
Yeah,
vibe.
no.
And typically when you think of Michael Jordan, you think of like 90s. You think of
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's when he was big. That's when he was winning championships. What are your opinions on Michael Jordan as a whole, as a basketball fan? Because there's always someone always has some take on him.
Yeah, yeah, especially nowadays with the GOAT debate, like
Yeah.
he or LeBron, and that's like so overdone at this point. So I don't even want to like
You
go
don't
for
have to
that.
bring up LeBron. I didn't
Yeah,
bring up
yeah, yeah.
LeBron. I
I know,
didn't.
I know, I did, I know. I'm the one that. But anyways, to your question, yeah. No, I admire MJ so much about how like determination, his like mentality, how driven he was to be successful, like, and like in the Last Dance, I won't. I promise I won't talk about it too much, but
No,
like
go for it,
they
man.
like in that like you could see like some players were getting like mad at him and stuff, and like he got in fights with his teammates because he was always trying to get the best out of them, and at times that was like really aggressive and like violently, like verbally. So um but yeah, no, like being he was 6-0 in the finals, like that's insane to like not
Yeah.
lose. But yeah, no,
And then
he's
when he
amazing.
wasn't, they lost.
Yeah,
So like,
yeah.
just shows you. I just think he's just like not. We like the GOAT debate, whatever, but like iconic. I think he is more iconic than LeBron. He's the most iconic sports athlete ever, in
Hmm.
my opinion.
Yeah.
There's no other athlete bigger than him.
Hmm.
Just just on an icon, like, just he was at the right place at the right time, and he is just an
Hmm.
amazing player,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
he brought the popularity of the game up with along with Larry Bird and Magic. Like, these guys, like, they say it in the movie, the championships are taped,
Yeah, yeah,
pre-taped.
yeah,
People
yeah.
watch the championship pre-taped. Like,
Right, right.
basketball really wasn't like a big money-making sport
Mm-hmm.
pre-70, I mean
Yeah.
pre-80s,
Yeah. Right. Right.
like it was just known as like a second grade sport in the United States. And
Yeah.
I think he has a lot to do with that, and the marketing behind, the whole capitalistic nature of like the 80s, like really brought like basketball kind of to the prevalent, because it's
Yeah.
all about the player, it's all about the style. Like basketball, more than any other sport, is the most stylistic sport. Like it has, like the pictures you see in basketball, like taking pictures, like the frames you see, it just looks awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It
Mm-hmm.
just looks cool. It's the coolest sport you could ever play, honestly.
Yeah.
It just has that charisma to it, and the shoe, the athlete makes that.
Nowadays, like you just mentioned before, like everyone has a shoe nowadays, and I feel like yeah, with him, like perhaps like people didn't realize you could actually market a basketball player and actually be like super successful with it. Like there was the Be Like Mike thing. I believe that was Gatorade. And yeah, all these different things. Yeah, obviously the Jordan shoe, and then uh, yeah, no, he. It really wasn't until yeah, like I said, the '80s where like Larry and Magic came in that yeah, basketball was a big thing, and then it was so much more amplified by MJ and all the iconic moments he had through his career. So yeah, no, I definitely agree. I think even when LeBron's done, MJ's gonna still be the most like impactful like
Yeah.
icon of basketball.
Um, you want to know a sad thing about this? This movie takes place in 1984, and still, to this day, the last championship the Knicks won is 1972.
Had to bring it up.
The whole game has changed since the Knicks has won a championship. I'm sorry, that's the self-loathingness in me of the
Yeah.
Knicks fan. I want it to happen. A few of my favorite scenes. I believe it's the second telephone call with his agent, and he's like, "I will nibble on your nuts," and then he goes on like this crazy rant because he manages to like meet with the Jordans, and like it's just so funny. Like I don't know who that character is. Not that character. I don't know who that actor is. But he made the bet most of his part. Honestly,
For
it's
sure.
really funny, and I just admire the movie for being so engaging. And it's really just a couple of people in the office talking for 2 hours. You
Right,
know,
right. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
really the climax of a movie is a press conference, not a press conference. What do you call that? Presentation.
Mhm. Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, great monologue by Damon too.
Mm.
I
Mm.
thought that was like the best acting of the film. I think that and Viola Davis at the end when he. This was actually like an Amazon movie, which is like I don't know. It's weird to see a tech company fund a movie,
Yeah, yeah.
but I guess it makes sense because it is based on a brand and it's about corporate marketing and stuff like that. And honestly, I do see this movie being shown in like classes. You could like show this to it. Like I could see a teacher or professor
Yeah.
like show this to a class and say, "All right, what did we learn today?" And after seeing Air, or write a book report about Air. Marlon Rain
Mm.
shows up too
Right,
in a
right.
bit part. That's
Yeah,
cool.
in the bar, yeah.
I'm gonna give Air a top shelf. It's a good time. It's a vibe, and I don't know. I can see myself rewatching it. Great
Mm.
soundtrack though, even though it's a little overblown with all the abundance of 80s
Mm.
songs, but like I can't complain at the end of the day.
Yeah, yeah. I think I would also say so Top Shelf, is that the third or fourth?
That's four.
Four.
It would be
Okay.
like 4 out of 5, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. So I'll say Top Shelf as well for I definitely yeah, they really immerse you in that 80s atmosphere really well, and of course just the whole story in itself. I think this story alone is so intriguing, and that's how it just mostly being in an office still you kept it still kept the viewer so interested. So I think that's just a testament of how good the story is and the cast they were able to get for it. Yeah, definitely a movie I want to rewatch.
And it's funny because like the whole drama of the
Yeah.
scene, you already know what's gonna happen, but you're still invested, which is great, and it's
Right.
always a great thing.